Last week we focused on the runners and riders for player of the season in the Premier League. So this week I thought we'd have a look at some of the contenders in the managerial market. It goes without saying that Pep Guardiola will be many people's picks. I'm not sure I'd put him up for it this year though, particularly if Manchester City don't retain their Premier League title. I think Mikel Arteta has a much stronger case. Arsenal finished 5th last season, 24 points behind the eventual champions. That just gives you an example of the gap that he's made up and how well Arsenal have done. I think they played the best football in the league. I think it would be a travesty actually if they don't go on and win the Premier League. Either way, I think Arteta is certainly in with a fantastic shout. Then you look at Erik ten Hag, Manchester United in total disarray. Just 2 games into his reign, they'd lost at home to Brighton. They were battered 4-0 at Brentford. Some people were suggesting maybe they've made the wrong appointment. He's got 1 trophy in the cabinet. They're very much in the race for the top 4, and they're still in the Europa League and the FA Cup semi-finals. I'd definitely give Ten Hag a note of appreciation. Moving further down the table, and this might be a bit outlandish, Gary O'Neill at Bournemouth. He inherited a team that had lost 9-0 at Liverpool. He's given them more than a puncher's chance of staying up. They're the worst squad in the league on paper. If he keeps them in the Premier League, I think he deserves a mention as well. And then you look at the likes of Marco Silva, who's defied his critics, rebuilt his reputation by not just keeping Fulham in the Premier League, but getting them in the European conversation. And so too Roberto De Zerbi. Let's be honest, folks, not many of us knew who he was when Brighton named him as Graham Potter's successor. He's kicked on what Potter built. They're fantastic to watch. They score loads of goals. They're at Wembley in the FA Cup semi-finals. They might make the top 4.